YouTube, what is going on? Savage here. Warzone is mostly comprised of skilled players that utilize gunplay, but not everybody has the best gunplay, and there are ways you can go about winning without having the best gunny. That comes with rotating and pre-rotating. This video is gonna be talking about teamwork, but specifically towards the end of the video, how to pre-plan your rotations the moment the next circle shifts or even before it shifts. Most of the time, you guys find yourself in a terrible spot. When the circle rotates, you just lose all composure. You have no idea where to go. And this video will help you guys make that decision on the fly. If you guys do enjoy the video, leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel today. Let's try to get this video to 300 likes, but let's dive into the gameplay. Here we are spectating quads, already in a fight, not wasting any time at all. So right now we have a fight going on. Instead of helping his teammates, Addle's watching a staircase. Why? It's purely out of fear. We have a teammate broken, Green's next to us, and we are literally doing nothing but watching stairs. No help at all. Live ping to our left-hand side, again, out of fear, just doing the wrong shit. If he would, he got the knock, what?
Targets are marked under attack map.
I think his teammate shot him too, because he didn't have him cracked. Going for the XE instead of getting the guy behind him. I don't even know if he saw the enemy behind him. I don't know if he saw the guy on the left-hand side, so observation so far is pretty low. All right, we have enemies pushing under us. Live ping's going off. Another one behind us. We're about to fall right in two. Again, observation really cost him the fight on that one, dude. And the fact that he parachuted incorrectly. I don't know why he just jumped off the zip line like that. He should have just taken it. If you're committing to the zip, you might as well instead of just falling to your death. But now hiding. Now look, if you've been watching rank play, if you've been playing rank play, you definitely need to slow it down. But as you can see from ranked players, there's a difference between slowing it down and camping like a baby back bitch, right? No hate. A lot of players go through this, but you got to get yourself out of this. You have to. It was a 3v4. This team had a 4-man. Now we have a knock. He's going for the XE. He's going for the XE. Oh! So that whole thing was super collapsed. So instantly when they got the knock, they should have just pushed together. We know there are two other teammates around there, and that's fine. But push together. You're either going to push or you're not going to push. But that hesitation is really what fucked them over. Not to mention, when he jumped with 9 bullets. When his homie got in a fight, instead of helping his homie, he literally, when I said he's going for the execute, he started running away from the fight, looking like he was running to execute the guy he knocked. So he really wasn't there to help out his teammate at all. There's a massive collapse. I wouldn't even say collapse of teamwork. They have no teamwork in that fight. Honestly, Snowgo is the only person there really doing anything, holding the high ground, maintaining his vantage point, getting eyes on people, putting live pings out there. Snowgo, honestly, was probably the, I wouldn't say the carry, but he was definitely doing the best teamwork of all of them. This guy right here too, you hear a gunfight going down, you know people are around you, you have teammates that are here. I don't even know if he was a part of that team, but you know a gunfight's happening. Why are you standing there staring? Oh shit. Rip. A savage, he's just playing extra tactical. It's not tactics. That's just camping. But I love that right there too. I mean, if you're on the rooftop like that, if I was him on the rooftop sniping, you just change your weapon, turn and shoot the guy that's parachuting towards you. I don't know why he decided to jump, turn around, run off the building, jump on the ledge and just stare at him. Again, hesitation really cost him that fight as well. So Dodger and Snowgo both going down because, again, I think of hesitation. Now, I agreed with the push play. If they would have done it instantly, they would have done it together, but they didn't. So now in full regain mode, loadout is all the way across the freaking map. This is going to be a fun team to spectate right here.
New safe zone located.
Playing the edge. Yeah, pick that up. Oh, don't pick it up. All right, so as you're approaching buildings like this, a lot of people would assume these buildings aren't taken, and they might not be. But as you're running up, you want to ADS on the windows. You want to ADS on the rooftops. You want to ADS that spots players could be. That tower behind us could have had a player in there, and we didn't even think about looking for a single solitary second. A lot of people, I mean, we all bitch about people camping in buildings and the fact that when we rotate, we get clapped by a lot of these guys. And, you know, sometimes it's unavoidable. But a lot of times when you spectate these guys just kind of running, not peeking windows, not checking areas, not looking, not ADSing, not moving the reticle from window to window, clearing it. It's guys like that just clapped by the most obvious players just sitting there. Regardless, it got a decent start. Snowgo sitting on a nice little 7. Do a little sightseeing real quick. Now, unfortunately, we still can't pull up the map, so I can't really talk about rotations, which is a really important topic. Thank you, Activision, for that. We love this game. Perfect. Perfect game. Not really sure what we're doing, what we're looking at. It looks like he's trying to see if he can hold people, but look at the position we're in. We can get to these buildings and hold enemies from there. We can get in a gatekeep spot. If that's your objective, that's what you need to do. Sitting here, staying out of bounds by yourself, just trying to contest people at face value is just wild. So right now, we're going to go over here to what you see, the yellow flare in the sky, and our two teammates are going to go ahead on the hill. I'm doing a 2-2 split. I don't think this team's got the capability to handle duo quads, but we will see. Snow's not doing a terrible job. He's rocking 7, so he's definitely not a bot. But again, some mistakes we've seen. I don't know if he can actually handle a 1v4. Especially since he has no close range weapons, so he's gonna have to maintain range at all times. So if they get pushed, his boy's literally on his own. And look, this is pubs. We're not spectating ranked today, but regardless, ranked in pubs, you kind of play the same. You want to play together. If you're a GOAT and you're a 5-6 KD player, you want to split, by all means. But if you're a 5-6 KD player, you're not sitting here looking for tips and tricks videos. Also, please start using the MCPR. That would have cracked them. Also, fun little fact, if you're about to shoot the target, ping them, call them out, and then shoot. That way your teammate can shoot them too. You might be able to get a double hit on them. Again, fight's going on. I don't think this is a necessary fight at all. We're ADS walking in the middle, no cover, no concealment at all. Glint just shining off to the whole world. If he had gotten in a 1v1 fight, he probably would have gotten fucking clapped. The sniper build he has doesn't seem like it's that good, to be fair. Yeah, at least you can spectate plays. That's true. That's true. 1 step forward and 40 steps back. No matter what they do, I'm always mad. NW3's coming out. Am I the only one that thinks that's wild? I don't think they've ever had COD release back-to-back games since like the early 2000s. It's always like jumped different titles, you know? Between all the Modern Warfares, you had Black Opses. Anyway, I regress. Let's continue on. So I'm not really sure what Snow's doing, to be honest. I'm very confused. We're out here on the outskirts, so we're playing passive, and again, that's fine. I had no idea there was a tunnel system down here. I'll be 100% honest with you guys. When the hell did this get here? I had no idea there was... Has this always been here? Has this always been here? It's new? Okay, I'm not a psycho. So I'll say, wow, savage bot. All right, but anyway, as I was saying, rotating, they walked all this way just to have to rotate back to the left-hand side. And this is a very long hike. If the circle was like finishing here, not a bad spot. But what's going to end up happening is going to finish back towards the mountain, towards ruins, and we're going to have to cross over there. We're going to get held and gate kept by the people at the buildings or people inside a quarry. It's not going to be a good time at all. We have 2 minutes to rotate. Whenever the circle closes, you need to be aware of circle closing speeds with a timer on it, when it's closing, when it's going to start moving. That way you know when to start planning your next rotation, because we're in a bad spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out here. Now, they might outplay the enemies, but I really have a feeling like we're going to get held and we're going to get clapped. We're putting way too many teams between us and the next zone. Now, again, I'm assuming it's going to finish on this hill. just because of just history of game. Circle hardly ever rotates to the far edge. Hardly ever. It will sometimes, but very rarely. Also, the separation on the team is a little concerning too. If we got knocked at instant precision, nobody would be close enough to get the res off. Usually, if you get knocked, you can get the res off before the precision actually flies in. He's wild for this, but luckily, the enemy can't hit their shots, and our team is suppressing them. So decent job by our team. I gotta say, I love the fact they're pinging. I know it may seem simple, but a lot of players do not ping in this game, so I'm actually really happy to see that. He ran in. You saw him. Saw him run in. Good shot. Lining up, taking his time. Ah, rip. Again, smoke grenade saving his life. If you guys are sitting in a building or outside of a building and you hear gunshots above you like that guy heard us, do not stand outside in the open and fight other enemies. He heard us sniping the dude over here and he still contested this. Crazy. He's probably sitting here screaming cheater too, even though it's the most obvious. Now I want you guys to look at this. I want you guys to look right now. What did you not see? What did this team not do? They didn't shoot. They didn't try. It was a 2v kind of one. Our teammates were shooting down from far behind us as well, but if those two guys would at least attempted to contest no-go, they could have either cracked them, knocked them, or suppressed them. It was a 2v technically one. Those guys out far, for sure, they could have shot them, but still, if you have no cover concealment, you're running straight and you get shot, you have to snap. You have to try. Even if you think you're shitty, even if you are, you have to try. You're only gonna get better at snapping from snapping. Got a sniper, bro. That's what I'd use. Mostly because your ammunition's not looking too hot right now. Although I don't know what a sniper ammunition's like either, to be fair. Vehicle's coming back to us, trying to make our way to the Muni. Oh my God. We don't know how many people are in here. We might get stacked. Watch for the vehicle. Remember, guys, if a vehicle is pushing you, don't just assume they're gonna drive away. Watch that mini map too. If you see that if you see a vehicle go from red to white, he jumped out and it's time to fight. And again, that was a ballsy move because he has no close range weapon. So if that enemy would have jumped on us, there's a good chance he could have shit on us. The ISO is good, but you're gonna get outshot by the Vaznev. You're gonna get outshot by the, oh my God, and by the Lockman sub. He got out right there. All right, good job bailing away. We cannot take that close range fight with this gun. No way in hell. Absolutely not. This is one of the reasons why I don't like running ARs with snipers. If you prefer it, that's you, do you, but just know your limits. Know you have to be ranged. He knows that. He's running back to get a better distance, better vantage point. Even though he probably could have killed him if he had an SMG, I still respect the decision based on his weapon choices.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Enemy here.
So look at the zone. We need to start thinking about rotation. I don't want to be here. I honestly don't even want to gatekeep these guys. I want to get to that building that I can't click. The bottom right-hand side of the mini map. That building there. It's a 2-story with a rooftop. They have a few different entrances, but it's a great building to hold. This circle is very common. The zone's very common. It always has the same story. That's the building you want. What's going to end up happening is they're going to be so tunnel vision on gatekeeping, and I'm for gatekeeping, but this is not the time. They're going to be so tunnel on gatekeeping that another team's going to rotate there, and they're going to get gate kept. It's in game. I want to get that position right now because we're not in zone. We need to get to zone. Oh, fuck. I'd like to get back to spectating. All right, so let's see what happens. We saw people fresh land inside a green ping, and there's some more. There are loadouts there. So again, they're going to have the vantage point. Mindless. We need to rotate. Now, it's too late to rotate across, so they're probably going to play the ruins. And I'm going to assume the circle's going to rotate to the south, meaning our left-hand side, meaning towards the trains. And if it does, again, we're in a rough spot. We might be able to win the fight. We might be able to play this, but position-wise, this is fucking psychotic.
Safe zone relocated. In the top 25.
Good job going back on the gas instantly, just paying attention to mini-map, paying attention to his HUD. Look at the circle rotation. Notice it went to the south. Notice what's about to happen. Now, again, smoke grenades will win you games. Stuns will fucking win you gunfights. Always rock smokes, man. And you're going to need them right here, too. I don't know if he's rocking restock. He is. They picked up immunity. Never mind. We need to rotate. This is the hardest rotation this team is going to have to face. This is probably the hardest rotation the entire lobby is going to have to face. Look at this dude with a riot shield on the roof. What are you doing, bro? Remember, if you're ADS or reloading, you will not pop your gas mask automatically. What shocks me is that no one's at the white building to our left. No one's at the white building. If they were, they could kill us. They could kill the team across the street. But no one's there. It's almost like no one... Oh, wait. There might be people there, actually. They're just not fighting. All right, so let's talk about what to do when you get position. If there is a team here, you have to look out the windows and shoot the enemies. You know how vulnerable you just were, all sitting there in the middle of the street? Oh, he is working the fuck out that building, boy. He might want to be for the squad. Regardless, though, whoever's in the building, he should have been looking out that window and shooting us. We were in the middle of the street, out in the open, no cover, no concealment, no nothing. That's unfortunate, brother. No gas mask, no plates. Oh, brother, you got it. You got it. Gas mask. Put the gas mask. Put the gas mask. Oh, you're dead. Now, you're in a hard spot, but yeah, play the left. I'd play the left-hand side of the ridge. Take the gas damage, the best spot to be in. If you go right, you're gonna die anyway. Did he just toss a decoy grenade at the enemy when the enemy's staring right at him? What are you doing? And that's game, GG's. But look, the common story of that right there is chain reactions, right? So we talked about getting the building early, real early, right? Getting that center building. Now, why? Well, they were at the building at the end, but they died. So if you're just looking at the video in hindsight, it kind of looked like it was a stupid play. But the whole point of pre-rotating is so that you're in the best spot for that next zone, right? That way, when the circle rotates, you're closer to the next rotation. If you're outside the zone, you're on the very edge, and you're in a very terrible position, you have to rotate across. I'm surprised they survived that long. You need to start thinking about the next rotation. If they rotated to that building, they could have pre-rotated that hill and got the high ground when the circle shifted once again. You need to always be following the rotations of the circle. Stop playing. Some zones, you need to play the edge. Some zones, that was not one of them. And you have to learn how to differentiate different circles. If it's a city ending like Hydra, things like that, play slow, play the edge, don't be centralized. But that right there, wide open ending, you got to pick the best building. And then once it rotates to the hill, you got to wide rotate to the best position as well, the high ground, right? The guys on the high ground ended up winning the game. It was what it was. But again, we saw no rotation from that team at all. Ended up costing them lives. I'm surprised they even got second place, to be honest.